Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our rolling dice tutorial in Unity. Today, we are making our dice interactive and physics-based by adding Rigidbody, colliders, and scripting the spawning system. By the end, our dice will roll realistically and display its result in the console. Let's jump right in. First, let's make dice prefab. Create empty object and drag dice object into it. Remember to reset dice transform. Add 6 more empty objects for 6 faces position. Remember to name and order the faces from 1 to 6 precisely, as follows. Next, let's add a box collider to define its shape. Click Add Component, search for Box Collider, and adjust its size if needed. This ensures the dice interacts with other objects correctly. To make it behave like a real die, we need to add physics. So, go to the inspector, click Add Component, and search for Rigidbody. Make sure Use Gravity is checked and as Kinematic is unchecked. Now, we need to make sure the dice lands properly. Select the table object and add a mesh collider. If you're using a complex 3D model, enable convex to make sure it works smoothly. Now, let's pull the dice up and test the physics. Perfect, the gravity and colliders working great. Time to write our dice script. Create dice CS, and let's add some code to detect when the dice stops rolling. This script checks when the dice stops moving and logs the result based on the highest face pointing up. Add dice script to dice object, and set input value for faces transform array. Create roll dice function to roll the dice at beginning. To spawn our dice, create an empty game object and name it DiceSpawner. Attach this new script to handle the spawning logic. Remember to move the DiceSpawner up a bit. This script will spawn the dice at a random rotation every time we run the game. Let's test it out. When we play the game, the dice spawns, rolls and bounces when it reaches the table. Nice. Now we need something to let us know the top value of the dice. So, let's come back to dice script and print the dice value to console. Let's test again. The console log printing the correct number of top face. Perfect. In part 3, we'll take it a step further. We'll add a UI button to roll the dice and display the result on the screen instead of just the console. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.